Bout of the evening. Please welcome to the cage and the blue corner, Stubbs.
No point in living life that right, so I just take what I can find. I see no point in living life that right, when you're out here in this jungle. It's wild brandy, you don't want to spend the night brandy. When you're out here in this jungle, ain't nothing that's brandy. Troubles on your fire brandy. When you're out here in this jungle, in this jungle, always comes in this jungle. You keep asking for trouble. Your love when trouble comes your way, your way, your way. Welcome to Hackney, a place where I think somebody's been playing your magic. A man where man are like animals, and know you're on your like a yellow crew. Cats with claws that will stab at you, act bad and catch a slap or two. We don't applaud.
And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the cage on the red corner, Christopher Sieder. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, your next bout of the evening, a boxing contest to be followed with 3 2-minute rounds. So introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Raging Fitness, make some noise and welcome, the Rhino Stubbs. His opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight, representing Revolution, make some noise and welcome, Christopher Sieder. Your referee in charge of the action, Carsten Longström.
Well, moving on now. 3 2-minute rounds of boxing ahead. The Rhino Stubbs from Raging Fitness faces Christopher Sieder from Revolution. Sieder being the taller man. Bit of a reach advantage. Stubbs taking centre cage immediately.
A nice uppercut set up there from Sieder when he worked his way on inside with just sort of like bobbing and weaving and leaning over to his right just to set up that right uppercut. I'd like to see him use that again.
Yeah, that one just went for the right overhand on the end of it too. Mixing up his shots nicely.
I think that's it, Dave. It's when you're in that position, you can throw either shot, and as the defending fighter in Stubbs, you've got to pick one or the other. Do you defend your body or do you defend your head? And that's where you create an opening.
Yeah, Sieder landed a nice little left hook there. While Stubbs is taking the centre, he's not as active as Sieder. Sieder's movement, very nice there. Again, big overhand.
Big overhand again. What I'm seeing here from Sieder is he's disrespecting Stubbs' jab. He's felt his jab and he's quite confident he can walk through that, or he could take one to give one, to be fair.
Yeah, his timing's really good as well for this early in the bout, and in the very first round he seems to be finding his feet very quickly. Like the way he moves his head as well. Always off centre. Stubbs' head is always in the centre to be hit there. Sieder's always ducking each side. Well, nice opening round to this fight.
I'd say Sieder's looking the more comfortable fighter in there in his first feeling out round. I'd like to see Stubbs get a little bit more firm with that jab because he is landing it. He just seems to be leaning back a little bit, so he's taking the power away, whereas Sieder's quite happy to play that bob and weave style.
Yeah, and he's having good effect with it too.
Interesting to see a big guy walk forward like that. He's moving forward almost like you see in the lighter weights with that constant hip shift.
Yes. Yeah, I like seeing that though. I like it when the big guys can move. Well, we're going to get back to the action now in round 2.
But Stubbs taking the centre of the cage again. Looks like he's moving his head a little bit more in this round.
That's what I was going to say as well. It's obviously they've had a chat with him, the same chat that we were having. So he needs to move his head more. It's better work from Stubbs, but Sieder's angles are lovely.
Lovely uppercut there off the body hook. A bit Mike Tyson-esque. I think maybe he has been watching Mike Tyson. Look at the way he's moving and looking the way he's punching. That being said, that was a nice straight right from Stubbs.
Yeah, countered nicely over the jab, didn't he? Settling into the fight a little bit more now, Stubbs.
Referee's giving a bit of a warning for holding the head. There's 2 stinging jabs we've had there from Stubbs back to back. It seems to be working for him in this round.
I think it's when Sieder throws his jab, he always ducks to the same side. And so Stubbs has spotted that, and both times in a row he just popped the shot of his own over the top. It's almost becoming a little bit of a war of attrition between these two. Stand and trade. Oof. 2 solid straight shots landing there.
Brilliant chin on Stubbs so far. He has took the best of Sieder's shots. He's landing some big, heavy right hands.
Blow my whistle, baby. Blow my whistle, baby.
Looks to me like Neil's telling him to Sieder to plant his feet a little bit more to settle into his shot. Because in the first round it was really technical, but we saw to the half of that second half, Stubbs really pulling the fight away from Sieder and making him turn it into a bit more of a dogfight. But I think Sieder needs to settle back down. Sit down, get those hips moving again, and get back with those straight punches and those lovely angles.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. He was doing really well and he's almost just pulled away from it slightly. Get back to what was working well.
Better round there for Stubbs as well. Establishing more with his jabbing, getting more involved, believing these punches a bit more. Letting his hands go.
That and the head movement, all in all, growth through the fight. Let's see how we go into round 3. Stubbs needs to watch, holding on to that arm. That uppercut is threatening from Sieder.
I think in regards to that uppercut, we could do with Sieder throwing it more of a forward angle rather than just straight up. So we can ride up the chest of Stubbs. Otherwise, you get what we call the Tyson Fury effect when it loops back onto your own chin.
See that where Sieder throws the jab and he ducks his head to the right. That's where he's getting caught every time now. Stubbs is reading that.
We could do with Stubbs following up that jab with a right hand cut over the top.
Yeah, certainly. Could change the dynamic of the fight, but at the moment, for me, Sieder's work rate is much higher. Fatigue setting in a little bit now in round 3. Stubbs coming forward, gritting his teeth, biting down on that gum shield. Look.
Really looking for a home for that right hand. Must have heard us, Dave.
I think he needs to do this. I think he knows he is behind and needs to come forward and throw some big shots. And that stiff jab landed hard.
And the left hook.
Well. Interesting finish there. Could have been a slightly different fight had it been maybe 5 rounds or 6 rounds, something like that. A nice display of boxing from both gentlemen. They've left it to the judges on this occasion. As we go to our MC for the official results.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards with a unanimous decision. Your winner in the red corner, Christopher Sieder.